I was so dumb, but I hopped on a plane, almost drove right back to the 541. Shitty U-turn on the freeway, you turn me from a fiend to a way to you fun. I can wait in the sun for a little, but it's been real gray, and tonight it's a nice C1. I can wait in the cold for a while.
It's some intense, 10 minutes of Hawaiian food talk and cereal talk.
Okay.
Yep. Hawaiian food, cereal. I was eating some caviar style food. Here.
What is that?
What
does that mean?
It says that's a good question. That's what we were trying to figure out. It says black seaweed pearls caviar style. Like on the cracker, it looks like caviar. But it might just be seaweed shaped like an egg. A bunch of little eggs. So I don't know. It's a good excuse to eat crackers, I guess. Before we get really started, King, our chat would like to know, and I'm quoting, how was the dick dropping in Roseburg?
He didn't drop dick.
Ski will not get this reference.
But he did go, again, did go complete game, got the win.
He's a mule.
Yep, win complete game again tonight, got the win.
Hey, Roseburg's a tough barn.
The dropping of dick at the plate is a little thing he has to work on. I will say that. The pitching, the team they played today, Jesus Christ.
For those of you yeah, go.
Well, I can say this because I went to that high school. That high school is not filled with athletes. It's filled with
athletes, people
who will eventually be Jewish prosecutors. Again, I can say that I went there.
They'll eventually be Jewish. Also,
well, they are Jewish. They will eventually be prosecutors.
Eventually, they'll join the herd.
Yeah.
Or the flock. Is that what it's? I forget what. Anyway,
I don't think Jews join a flock.
I don't think either is appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say either. All right.
You shouldn't.
Hey, for those of you who weren't around on Friday, what we're talking about is I decided to drink a bottle of wine and watch Iron Man and stream it. And so me and some people in the chat decided to just watch Iron Man together and bullshit. And it was a good time. And partway through, King dropped in and would occasionally hand the phone off to his oldest. And his oldest had some choice words about what he was going to do to the Roseburg baseball team. So it was impressive how vulgar that was.
He did not drop dick, but he may have shoved it up their cock, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's a
baseball guys know.
Baseball guys get it. Yeah,
baseball guys get it.
Hey, he knows ball. So.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, then you're not a ball knower. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. I'm Alex. He's King. He's Ski. Tweet at us if you want, I guess. Join our Discord, Sports Brewery in Discord. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/TSBpod. We're also on YouTube. Find us there. Discord is probably the thing you want to do. Sports Brewery in Discord. Just find it. It's whatever. By the way, I'm curious. We have some people in the chat now more than on Friday, but would you guys be interested in continuing to do that? You two don't need to be there if you don't want to, obviously. But are people down with just firing up a movie and just bullshitting for an hour and a half?
I can hop in every once in a while.
Yeah, sure. I kind of figured. Yeah.
I was already a little high when you guys started it, so
yeah.
That was a problem.
That was
little high.
That was another part of that stream, and that's one of the reasons why I'm considering not releasing it anywhere. It's just because
it's legal.
No, it's just because it's on camera, and so
fair enough. Yeah.
So I'm just maybe I shouldn't incriminate you and put that in the public. I don't know. I don't want to put you in that position. But fuck it. I mean, you were doing that. I drank an entire bottle of wine on the stream, so it is what it is.
How was that? How was that morning?
And Ski was struggling with poops, right? Weren't you, Ski? Wasn't that what was going on?
That was a rough run that night,
so to speak. Yeah.
You know what? I've determined that I'm not lactose intolerant, but lactose is definitely not my friend. And I keep fighting that. I think I'm going to beat it. If I force enough ice cream down, it should beat it, but it does not.
It's not how
it wins every time.
It sure does. Yeah. How much do you guys buy the narrative that humans aren't supposed to have lactose? Like lactose is not made for humans. The human digestive system is not built to have milk products.
I mean, I don't care.
It's probably true, right? But
it might be true.
Yeah.
Most of them are delicious, so
yeah.
Just the other night, I had my once every 3 months thing of whole milk, little 8-ounce glass of whole milk, and I went, this shit fucking slaps.
It does, yeah.
And I'll be so pissed when that shit is taken away from me by my body. Hasn't been yet.
Yo, and cooking with the heavy cream and stuff too. It's fuck, dude. Oh, it's so good.
It's good.
No, and some things as we age, some things you make business decisions on. You're like, I don't mind what's gonna happen after I eat this. I understand what it's gonna do to my body, but it's worth it because it tastes really fucking good. I'm not married. I can blow up the bathroom as much as I fucking want. Nobody's gonna give a shit. It's gonna be fine.
You're a dude. You can blow it up even if you are married.
It depends. Totally depends.
Just blow it up. Just blow it up. Blow it up. Do it in the master bathroom while she's watching, You or something on Netflix. Just really let that thing rip.
Let it be audible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brah,
yeah. Yeah. Like Dumb and Dumber. Exactly.
Can I tell you a funny thing my wife does in the morning when she has to go number 2?
Yes, please.
It's not that often. She's a woman. She likes to leave that pretense that they don't poop.
Of course.
But on the off chance in the morning, Monday through Friday, we're getting ready for work, and she will go in. And, I shower first. We have a routine. So the fan's already on, blah, blah, blah. She will turn on the water for about 10 seconds really loud and just let that thing. So I can't hear it. But I know what that is. Because I'm like, you've been in there for a minute. And when you just go in there and pee, I can smell the, fried chicken water sound, that little rapid, it's just, but I just think it's funny because I'm like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, no. It was like it's that old Chris Rock joke, right? I know you did something stinky in there. To people who spray air freshener, it's like, come on, what are you doing?
I haven't asked her because there's third rail on some of the stuff, but I'm like, when you wake up at 6:20 and you got about 20 minutes to go before you go in the bathroom, are you silently kind of pushing the digestion and fiber down, so when you just do that and you think you're tricking me by turning the water on real loud, is it just one fell swoop?
It's a good question. I mean? No, it's a good question because you said 10 seconds.
It's a bazooka and 7 AK-47 or something,
If that's what you're gauging this on, right? How long the water's on. If the water's on for 10 seconds, then that's not my shit. I don't shit like that.
No, I don't either.
I'm almost impressed, right? Hey, if that's really how you're pooping, good for your body, right? Super efficient, just out and gone, never to be seen again.
But yeah, like you said, I don't poop that way because as a straight white male, we're clearly one of the most oppressed classes out there.
Cis white male, yeah.
So it's one of the few privileges as a straight white middle class male I have is to just absolutely blow up a toilet and just not care.
and
Take
not
my
and
sweet time with it as well.
and certainly don't clean it at any point. That's somebody else's responsibility.
No. You pay someone to do that twice a month.
It'd be a little classy and throw a courtesy flush in there.
You could. That's a waste of water, Ski. What are you trying to do, man?
Waste of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were a Bernie bro.
Come
on.
How much water is being wasted on that 10-second full blast going down there? Right?
Well, I mean, I don't agree with what she's doing. Like, I think that's what she does.
Yeah, you can't vouch for your wife on everything she does, man. Like,
yeah. And I don't vouch for that one.
If she doesn't care about the environment, that's her thing,
Yeah.
It is what it is. Could be worse. All right, let's start talking about sports.
Sports.
No,
I got another question.
Actually, real quick, I got one more thing. The movie. We do watch the movie. We do have a movie podcast, comes out every Sunday. The movie this week is Police Story, the original Police Story, Jackie Chan, 1985. It is on Max. So watch. And by the way, Police Story 2 is also on Max if you're interested in a double header. But yeah, so Police Story on Max. Watch it, listen to us talk about it on Sunday. Go for it.
All right. I got a question for King, because King, he's got that nice little buildup of gray hairs right there on your chin.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out.
That's good.
What the fuck is it? What the fuck?
I was trimming up my beard today, right?
No. No, this is a supportive space. Your gray on your beard is elegant and looks amazing, my guy. And I'm sure Ski would echo that.
That was friendly fire. I didn't log on tonight. Hey man, you're old.
No, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for that, King.
You didn't turn that water faucet off. We just AK-47 me. Tell you that much. Shit. What the fuck, man?
Not having it.
If I had a question about shaving my head, I would go to Braga for it. I didn't have this thing, so I'm trimming my beard up, and I notice I'm getting a lot more gray hairs in over the last 6 months. But they're real spread out, right? They're not, settled in an area. When did yours settle as men always, their grays always settle at one point to where, the big patches somewhere.
Probably 2 years ago, it just settled right there.
It'll just out of nowhere, it just decided it's time, it's settling.
But yeah, back in 2022, maybe 23, I'm not going to lie. There were times, because, women will say that the natural light is the best time to pluck your eyebrows. I'd take a tweezer when I went to work. I'd get there a little early. I'll look up in that thing. That's been about 5 minutes. Maybe if I pull them all out, they'll just disappear. Didn't work. And that shit hurts.
Yeah, that's painful as fuck, dude. Oh, especially when they're near your lip. You ever had God. Oh, that's so painful. That might be the most sensitive part of the body. Right fucking here. That shit hurts real bad. And I'm acknowledging other very sensitive parts of the male anatomy. That fucking hurts, dude.
Yeah, it hurt.
By the way, I have grays too. You genuinely can't see them just because
you're a redhead. It doesn't count.
Redhead,
yeah.
But I fucking I'm in my 40s now. I'm realizing how good gray looks. Because I see it in women too. We were talking in the Discord about Melissa Villasenor and how she has that gray streak on the front of her hair. I see it in women in their 40s now too. You have a streak of gray on the side or something. That shit looks good. I'm into it.
Someone in the Discord, I don't remember who it was really freaking out, gooning to the gray-haired strip on a Marvel comic woman, and I was a little.
Was that Rogue? Storm?
I don't remember.
No, it wasn't Storm.
Yeah, Rogue.
I think it was Rogue.
Storm.
I think it was Rogue. I'm pretty sure it was Rogue.
Yeah.
I should know this shit. I'm a comic book dude. But...
That's why I was asking you the question.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Rogue.
No, but
yes. Rogue. Anna Paquin played her in the movies, and when she touched people, they.
That is.
Yeah.
Anna Paquin. That is a name I have not heard in a very long time.
You. By the way, they're rebooting all this shit and bringing back all the old X-Men into the MCU. You think Anna Paquin's coming back? I don't think so. I think we can recast Rogue, maybe.
No, just on the gray hair discussion.
Yeah.
Just in the NBA playoffs, it's so funny to me seeing the difference between like LeBron, who has, for a few years now, he's embraced his baldness. He got it. He's not ready to embrace the gray beard. He did a little bit in the Olympics, but it's been very funny in the last like week to flip between Lakers and Warriors, and Draymond just has gray like just everywhere. And LeBron, you could tell, oh man, he missed a little piece shaving right there. There's the gray. He missed that. Just, man.
Own it.
Because my thing is he's 40, right?
He is.
He's playing he scored like 25 points a game this year in the NBA at the age of 40. It will look cooler if you have some grays, my dude.
You need to have those pictures for like 30 years down the road or whatever, when you're like running dudes in their late teens, scoring 35 on them with a fucking gray ass beard, looking like an old man. That's awesome.
And I thought because of his look in the Olympics this summer in August, I thought he was going to embrace it in the NBA season, and he did not.
I wonder why.
Much like the Lakers didn't embrace defense.
Yeah, they were bad.
Yeah, like not that we need to spend too much time on it, but everyone knew the Lakers were small after the trade for Luka. They still won the Luka trade. That narrative is dumb. They didn't. They won the trade. They will win the trade. They did win.
I said they didn't win it this year, or this 1 year. They didn't win the trade.
Because the Mavericks just
no, because they lost the one piece that they didn't have another player for, which was a big.
Right. Well, this year's
another one in the future, and it's fine deal. Yeah, great move still. But yeah, this year.
But like it's just kind of a throwaway. But just like watching that series, like game one, I was like, I saw the the replay. Timberwolves just hit like 23s. Game two, obligatory NBA home team kind of kills. Game three, game four, they're all close. But you're like, man, Lakers, we all knew this anyway, but the Lakers are small. And then last night in game five, the Timberwolves doubled down. Yep. And we're like, we're just playing big. Yep. We are playing Rudy Gobert. Fuck you.
Yep.
And Rudy Gobert had the best playoff night he will ever have. Because they looked so small. Like they looked small the entire time after trading for Luka. But like when the T-Wolves just doubled down on being big, the Lakers were so small. Like just there were some like passes into the post that could net good shots, okay. But they were just the easiest dunks ever because whoever was down there was 6'4", 6'5". Their biggest guy was LeBron. Their biggest guy was 40. And I think the Lakers will remedy that in the offseason in some degree, whatever. But, man, last night was brutal watching it. Yeah. It just brutal.
It looked like what everybody had been saying
yeah.
before. It's like Luka is out of shape and slow and looks really bad, and they need a big. And it all sort of worked its way out, right?
To their credit, they did try to get that Mark Williams right after they made the trade. Yeah. And his injury came back negative, and yeah, that fell through. So they knew they had the problem. They tried to address it, didn't pan out.
I think I saw a stat today, and I didn't verify it, but it was Luka's defender one-on-one. Whoever it was last night scored 41 points on him.
Yeah. Everyone scored on him.
That was the most like ever in some however they specified it, closeout game or whatever. But yeah, 41 points on him, which
the fourth quarter, they just passed and ISO'd him up on whoever off the screen, whoever he went to, that's who they went with.
Yeah. And like Luka, got hurt on Christmas Day. It was an Olympic year, which GMs hate. Like if we're just saying it, GMs hate Olympic years if their players play in it. It's wear and tear. Then he got hurt on Christmas Day. Luka was never in shape. I think if Luka does not come into next year in shape, and I think he will, that's probably where we have to be like, oh shit, maybe this is a thing. But I'm not concerned about that. I think Luka's gonna almost come back, not shredded, but like he's going to look good with his shirt off next year.
If you are the Lakers and you offer him the max deal he can get, right? Do you put a clause in there like you got to come in under this weight. Like your playing weight needs to be below this.
Can you do that in the NBA?
I feel you could do anything you want, right?
I know in other sports you can for sure. Like I know the NFL you can, but yeah, I mean, I would think so.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
He has to have a certain. He has to have a certain BMI, like
a BMI.
Like you get fined every day. Like it's in the contract. You owe this money every day you're over the weight.
Like, didn't Barkley have something like that when he was playing? Like, I can't really remember, but it like rings a bell. I feel like I've seen this in the NBA before.
I'm not surprised. Like this Zion probably needs one too.
Yeah, Zion, right? Yeah. And then Booble brought up Ray Felton. So
we're talking about players that matter to a team.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure he scored 50 in a game, but
I didn't see your fat ass scoring 50 in a game, Ski, you know?
You haven't seen enough rec league games, man.
The S in Ski stands for scoring.
Scorer.
A lot of people forget that.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying. You know who wouldn't say that? The Democrats.
No.
But it's true. Like out with a whimper last night. Like really, it was almost like impressive how bad the Lakers were last night, and how like you could tell sort of midway through the fourth quarter, it's like they weren't necessarily giving up, but they were not giving 100%, and Minnesota was, and it was ugly. So,
yeah.
Duck Chef wants us to move on to the spring game.
The funny thing
the
is,
Laker fan wants us to stop talking about the Lakers being dog shit.
The funny thing about the Lakers, though, is if let's just say they had won that game in 7 or 6, however it shaked out, right? Let's just say 7 because it was 3-1 going into yesterday. They would have sat at home, and it sounds like counterintuitive. They would have rooted for the Warriors to win so fucking much over the Rockets because of the size factor. Like, does anyone think Şengün is scarier than Steph Curry? Fuck no. But you want to know what? Steph Curry's small. And they've effectively benched their like biggest guy. Like, it's just kind of funny how if they had just somehow got into round 2, they would have been praying the Warriors close it out, and then they would have gotten washed by OKC. But whatever.
Well, don't they go up against the T-Wolves?
Who, the Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever wins that, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. I think the T-Wolves, I think the T-Wolves will win that series.
They're going to backdoor their way into the West Conference Finals they don't even have to be good. They're just bigger.
Yeah, they're just huge. Yeah, Yeah. And the T-Wolves are also saying, please let Golden State win. Please let Golden State win. We'll take that 1 game or 2 game of barrage of Steph. Yeah. But they're so small. Let's just play our bigs who have never, ever been good in the playoffs before.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Naz Reid, dominant big.
He was 6th man of the year last year.
Yeah, but he's like a 6-man wing. He was like a shooter.
All right, spring game.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't have any takes about the spring game. Actually, like...
This is not a game critique, but most schools, now clearly don't give a shit about the spring game. Like they hold like spring activities. Yeah. And again, it was for safety and all that stuff. But like them wearing those skull caps, whatever the fuck they're called, and the game aesthetically did not. I was like, oh, they're really just kind of laying this one out.
But it's more of a game than any other team is doing. Like you said,
1,000%, 1,000%.
It's better than what other schools are doing, but like still, it's not really fun. Like,
no, it wasn't fun this year. No,
but I mean, again, they have one job, and like you said, it just don't get hurt. Anyone just don't get hurt.
Yeah,
only job from this. If it's boring or whatever, fine. Just it can't have a key player blow out a knee or something like that in this stupid game.
And like I watched like a 15-minute version that was like scrubbed through. So some of my takeaways are probably like not perfect, obviously. But I don't know, I don't know. What stood out to you guys? Because to me, I was like, I don't know.
Well, the defense got 1 billion sacks. The top 2 quarterbacks looked okay. I saw
Moga can scoot.
Moga, he could last year too, my guy. He has not changed. He is that guy. Like, and so if you want to win 10 games, Moga needs to be your starting. No, I'm just kidding.
I was liking where you're going there.
No. Achille looks like the shit. Looks like he's going to be the shit in like 2 years. He is got the frame, the arm, the athleticism. He's just, 18.
You said something very bad there, though. He's going to be the shit in 2 years.
He's going to be gone.
Football,
yeah.
Current college football, no one sticks around for 1 year, maybe. We saw, Dante Moore, 1 year you could sit. 2 years, I don't think so.
He's going to be the shit at Sac State in 2 years. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they better have a very, concise game plan after next year.
Yeah. Or they just fucking wing it and get another really good transfer. That works too. Whatever.
I mean, what's their best bet? The Ducks are really good. Dante Moore has a fantastic season, and he goes to the NFL. That's kind of like best scenario for this whole quarterback situation.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, are we buying all the narrative about Novosad? Like, actually pushing for that job?
No.
He threw some dimes in the spring game. Like,
he threw some dimes last year in those end of the game blowouts too. He threw a couple of very good balls last year.
Yeah. So yeah,
I still probably do not want him as the starting QE.
Yeah, imagine paying all the money you're paying Dante Moore, and then Novosad ends up being the starter. See, that's by the way, like that's a legit thing. Is when coaches are deciding who's going to start, like they're going to have to consider how much money they're paying these guys now. So, like, if Moore's getting
I don't think Lanning would care.
Well, if Moore's getting $1 million and Novosad's getting like $100K, you're gonna make like the donors and shit are gonna be like, no, the fuck you are starting him. I just paid him $1 million fucking dollars. You better start him. So I don't know.
You could, Lanning could spin it to, hey, you know what that $1 million did? It drove competition, made Novosad better because of that. You got your $1 million back right there.
Oh, I love that.
It's spin, baby.
Spin it. I love that. I honestly like the defense seemed to play better than the offense is, I guess, my takeaway. But who the hell knows? Because the starters were mixed between each team. Like the offensive line wasn't really the offensive line. Like.
Also, the most kind of vanilla play. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, Evan Stewart didn't play at all. Like, I don't know.
Can I riff on Evan Stewart for a sec? That just kind of transitions into like draft stuff I've seen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, I forgot to clip the rest of these, but in one draft pick, way too early draft thing. I saw someone that had Evan Stewart going number 9. Number 9 overall, right?
How tall is Stewart? How big is he?
Shut the fuck up. God.
6 foot?
No,
is he 6 foot even?
6'1"?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
So here's another. So I have 2 more that I actually successfully wrote down from USA Today. Their way too early mocks have Isaiah World going number 13, Matty Yu going number 15, Evan Stewart going number 16, and Dylan Thieneman. Thieneman, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Thieneman, yeah.
Thieneman, whatever. Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
Going number 27.
Tiananmen. Yeah.
Yeah. And so here's another one from Jordan Reed. Number 6 next year to the Raiders, Isaiah World. Okay.
It's a large human being, so.
Number 26, Matty U. And number 32 to the Chiefs, which means they won another Super Bowl, Dylan Tiananmen Square. Like, and then that one also, Evan Stewart was like number like 32. Like, or number like 36 or whatever. Like, what has Evan Stewart shown? Or in what world? What was Isaiah World shown? If like that's what I don't get about these things too. If everyone has Isaiah World going top 12, top 15, top 10, what the fuck did he not just leave this year from Nevada? The fuck? I feel like just because they put Oregon next to him, like, oh well.
Well, didn't they have Connerly as like a potential 1 overall pick in their early mocks from last year?
Maybe not 1 overall, but much higher.
Yeah.
Much
like
higher
the
than
best tackle in the draft, which usually goes top 5. So
and like even like the end of the year, like after the Big
they
Ten
still had him pretty
championship
high.
game, everyone loved him. He got a big old bump. But
I mean, like I think we said during the draft, that was a great pick. Was it the Commies? Is that who got Connerly?
yeah,
Yeah, again, a great pick by them. But I think, like I said, that's the thing all these early mocks things look at is find who you think is going to be maybe the top tackle, especially a guy with the tangibles, right? The size that they love. And yeah, that's what you go with.
like evaluators don't know what the fuck they're doing most of the time. And I think, last week we did this on Thursday, which was the first round. And we commented on how much Mel Kiper was glazing Shedeur Sanders. And little did we know how much worse it would get over the next couple days that followed. That guy made it about him, took it really personally, and went after the entire NFL. Literally yelling these NFL coaches and talent evaluators haven't known what they've been doing for the last 50 years. It's like, my guy, they are employed. They make millions of dollars to do this. You don't. You made a book 30 years ago, and for some reason people think that makes you an expert about evaluating college football players. It fucking doesn't. You are wrong more often than not, my dude. And the thing I loved about that was ESPN was showing graphics about how much he was wrong. They would show his Jimmy Clausen sure thing pick and all of this stuff. It's it was almost like they were reading the room and they realized how much everybody was against him. And including because he was having arguments with Louis Riddick and stuff on the set, and they're just dude, settle down. You're wrong. It's okay to be wrong here. I think that's what Louis Riddick said, right? He's like, the NFL has spoken. Everything you're saying is the NFL is telling you otherwise.
Well, and the funny thing about the ESPN coverage was day 2 and 3, you were saying, everyone was pushing back on him. Dude, the league has spoken. Day 1, Cam Ward gets picked 1, which was anticlimactic. But they I'm sure you guys have heard, if you listen to anything last week, they didn't show a single Cam Ward package. They immediately went to Shedeur Sanders. Yep. And we're doing comps from Shedeur to Cam and blah, blah, blah. That was wild.
The least talked about
ESPN,
number 1 quarterback pick ever.
Yeah. But ESPN was doing one last ditch effort. We have been committed to Colorado football for
2 years,
25 fucking months. We're gonna wring every last bit of juice out of this. Fuck you, Cam Ward, and fuck you, Abdul Carter, and fuck you, and fuck you. We're showing Shedeur, and then by date they're like, you want to know what? Whoops. Wash our hands of that one. I'm moving on. Our bad. Our bad. Because
I put it in our Discord where I equate what transpired here with ESPN, a lot of their talking heads and stuff, with kind of the MAGA movement. They were so invested for so long there with this guy and this team that they couldn't pivot away. They've spent the last 2 years hyping them up like he's the best. And that if they would have say, maybe he was a third or fourth round talent kind of thing, that would be admitting that they spent the last 2 years just lying to everybody.
Well, yeah, and
hyping him up like they were getting paid to hype them up.
And the thing about Shedeur was Shedeur a better college football quarterback than, because it's recent, Anthony Richardson? Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you want to know what? When you look at specific traits, Anthony Richardson is a fucking truck. He can throw the ball like Uncle Rico, and he can run it like Forrest Gump. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't complete passes. Like he does not complete passes very often. But if you could just get him to just channel that energy, yeah, you got something.
Also,
there's nothing elite that Shedeur did. Like if you just listen, like last week before the draft, I was listening to some couple of college football podcasts who have not, neither of them, two of them, they were never like overly critical of Shedeur, but they've kind of been like, yeah, he's good. He's good. Like he's fine.
Well,
but leading up to the draft,
Costin was a solid quarterback in college.
But leading up to the draft, their one physical attribute they kept going to was he was tough. I mean, look at all the sacks he took. He was tough. And they literally, both of them said, I'm talking myself into the top 10 Shedeur because the line stunk and he was tough. And it's like, how many of those sacks did he take? Because he did not want to throw an incompletion. He did not want to just turf the ball. Like, it's not even that he played hero ball like a Manziel or Jameis. It was just
which he did.
1, 2, 3. I'll just get hit instead of throwing. Like, I'm going to be in the pocket. I'm not running because you never saw him like absolutely juke someone. You never saw him truck someone. You never see him run away from someone. You never saw like a layered window throw. There's no one attribute Shedeur had that was like awesome. And if I could say Anthony Richardson had like 3 of those things, and so I still thought he was a shit pick, but you can point to those. There's nothing with Shedeur Sanders you could point to.
You know what Anthony Richardson didn't do? Anthony Richardson didn't go to interviews with teams and act like a prick. And when they would ask him about their 13-12 record or whatever it was, he didn't blame his teammates. And he wouldn't act like an asshole to other players who were about to be interviewed by these teams. It's really simple. Like, you have to be an elite talent if they're going to put up with you being a prick. And he is not. Like, you were talking about the on-the-field stuff, too. It was wild watching them glaze him while showing highlights of him throwing jump balls to Travis Hunter. Like, they are not good throws. Like, they're him off balance throwing jump balls to his receivers who were really fucking good. Like, Colorado had 3 really good receivers. These are not smart throws. These are not good throws. And you mentioned he held on to the ball too long. That's a bad trait in a fucking quarterback. You can teach it out of him, but like, why are you going to spend a first-round pick on that? On everything I just said? You're not going to give this dude a bunch of guaranteed fucking money. You're going to draft him in the 5th round. And if he wants to start trying and buying in to being an NFL quarterback, then so be it. Like that's great, but you're not going to like invest your franchise in a guy like that.
Well, like, I didn't hear this thing until yesterday, and I forget where I heard it, but someone national. They were saying with Shedeur that one of the teams pulled him in, and they just literally ran a 30 seconds of his worst plays at Colorado intentionally. Mm-hmm. We're not showing you your highlights. These are your worst plays. Why'd you do them? Mm-hmm. And he just was like, well, sounds like you shouldn't draft me. And they were like, well,
Done and done.
we won't. We will not. And interview will be over very shortly. And they didn't. And there are certain things about Shedeur. I don't want to make this like a shit on Shedeur thing. But even the year before, so 2023, the amount of praise he was getting, and I was like, you're hyping him because of the analytics that go with it. Like him putting on a $80,000 watch after the game and flaunting it to Arizona State students to, the team went 3-9. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with him being good at football?
That goes back to my whole thing. They've been doing this for so long now that they couldn't stop the grift now of it. And that's, Kiper and them, that's what I equate a lot of those ESPN talking heads. But then there's the guys kind of like Manuel Acho, and there was a couple other guys that really came out and made it like the NFL doesn't want to deal with like a proud black man, right? Like,
because Cam Ward, very, very white.
Well, see, but again, and you know what? I'll even say Cam Ward, different person. He carried himself. He wasn't as showy, flashy as they were trying to show.
Oh, dude, the clips of he and Shedeur like hanging out are fucking hilarious. Because like you really see the difference in them, right? Like Shedeur's like, hey, you want to get on a track? You want to blah blah blah? He's like, no, I play football, dude. Like I want to. That's what I do. I play football. And he's just like talking shit to him about like, why are you doing all this bullshit? Like, no, I'm gonna go be an NFL quarterback. I'm good.
No,
there's your difference. Shedeur like lackadaisical bullshit, and like, dude, I got work to do. You do you.
Yeah. But their whole argument of like, oh, the NFL doesn't want to see like a confident black man, young kid especially like.
That's like 95% of the NFL. What are we talking about?
And I brought it up in our Discord also of the NFL will put up with pretty much anything if you have the talent. Right? I mean,
that's it.
How many Devo wide receivers? Des Bryant, Keyshawn Johnson, all those guys who, what people would say is like what Shedeur does, like, very me-centric, all this. But guess what? They back it up because they were elite talents. That's the only thing that just fucking was killing me with like Acho and made like RG3 to some degree, but like no, the NFL. This is not an NFL thing. This is strictly a Shedeur thing.
This is a Shedeur Sanders thing. Yeah. And by the way, his dad too. His dad gets some credit for this because his dad came out pre-draft and was like, yeah, there are some teams he won't be going to, and I'm gonna have conversations with teams. And it's like, the fuck, like you're not a Manning, dog. Like, who do you think you are? Like, we know, like, yes, we remember you, Dion. Like, the whole world remembers you, but you can't. Like, owners are like, you can't talk to us like that. Like, what? Your son's gonna be lucky to be picked, and then he goes in through the interview process and shit and acts like a prick. It's like, well, no way. This is easy. He made it easy for them to not draft his son. Like, and like a lot of that shit came from him too. Like how to purport yourself in an interview, like all of this shit. Like, hey, if you're not into him, then let him know. Like that's okay. All right, that's a shitty way to get a job, dude.
Difference though, Dion. He could have the same attitude, same everything as Shedeur. But guess what? He was elite.
Best corner in the game.
He was elite. That's why I just don't understand why people aren't saying that. The ESPN people are trying to push that he was elite. Yeah. But everyone outside of that, with all the race, everything it's talent. The whole thing is talent.
By the way, but Dion was elite and worked his ass off in 2 sports at the same time.
I'm not even. I bet Shedeur probably works his ass off as well.
Sure. Yeah.
Course. I mean, it's not him. It's not like he's just not as good as he was being propped up to be. And now, my God, I pray to God that the Hard Knocks is in Cleveland this year. The shit show that is going to be with all those quarterbacks.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel too, by the way. Like, haven't brought that up yet. The fact that they drafted Dylan Gabriel like 3 rounds earlier, and then drafted him as well. So, and they have Flacco, and who else do they have?
We still have Watson, and then they got
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett. That was it. Kenny Pickett. Yeah, fuck. That fucking quarterback room is a shit show. Like, that's all I want. I don't want Hard Knocks. I just want like a camera on the fucking up in the corner of the quarterback room. That's gross.
What is your guys' prediction for this whole QB scenario in Cleveland? They're still paying Watson a shit ton of money unless they could find a way to move him, which I highly doubt.
He's torn his Achilles twice in the last like 6 months. So
you think he's just done for like?
He's never playing. Yeah, no. He's done.
But is he gonna be on the roster because of his contract?
Well, yeah, he has to be on the roster. Yeah. He's never playing again.
Yeah.
So if he has to be on the roster, I mean, you're only going to carry what?
Well, he'll probably be on the pup list, right?
Yeah.
So I think Flacco will start. Kenny Pickett gets cut, and they carry Dylan and Shedeur and let that.
Ooh, man,
you think Dylan goes practice squad, or one of them goes?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You think there's the other question? Do you think Shedeur would go practice squad? Is his ego too big that he would think that's beneath him? Because we know Dylan Gabriel would definitely go practice squad. That dude's got 12-year backup vet written all over him.
You know, I bet
100%.
Well, I bet as part of that process, I think they got to go on waivers first, and I would imagine somebody picks him up, like either of them, frankly.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think either way, Dylan Gabriel is going to be on a roster when the season starts, but. We'll see.
Yeah, I think all 3 of them, Flacco, Gabriel, and Sanders, they'll all start this year. I think for the Browns would be my guess. God. They're the Browns, man.
Browns.
Like, if you look at early mock drafts, they mostly have the Browns picking a quarterback in the top 2 or 3 next year. So
they were playing Dorian and Thomas Robinson. That dude is one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen. It was really bad. Yeah, really bad. Can't throw a football.
You know what's funny is before they drafted Shedeur, we were talking about the Browns having a good draft because they traded out of 2, got the extra value pick and made some decent picks. Like we were even like they got Dylan Gabriel. That's like a solid like 3rd string quarterback for your team. Like, and then they go and get Shedeur, and it fucks everything up. Like this dude is like a cancer to whatever he touches right now.
Or they're just super big brained and maybe they wanted Shedeur the whole time and saw that he was following and say, hey, we could catch him in the 5th now and pay him peanuts.
Yeah. The Patriots were the same way. Yeah.
Same way.
Well, 8 times they passed on Tom Brady. Like, you want to know what? We're going to get him in the 5th or the 6th, whatever the fuck it is. We'll just waste these 7 picks on other guys. Yeah. We just know we'll get him for cheap.
It's that Kevin Costner shit, dog. Like
draft day.
Yeah, draft day.
Draft day, yeah.
By the way, look in the archives. We watched draft day and talked about it. So, or don't.
Or don't.
All right. Anything else on the draft? Because we've been talking about Shedeur Sanders for like 20 minutes now.
Yeah. No, I'm ready to move on. I didn't like the Chiefs draft, so yeah.
So
whatever.
So I guess
they drafted Jeffrey Bossa. They drafted Jeffrey Bossa as a linebacker.
Yeah.
That's got a elite special teamer written all over him.
Dog, what are you doing? Why can't I escape that guy? I watched him against Texas Tech just get swallowed up by people's stomachs all day. And I've just hated him ever since. And everyone like him. Get him out of my life. Cut him. OTAs, cut him. I don't want to see him. I'm sick of Jeffrey Bossa. He tries hard. I got it. He's got an 8-pack. Good for him. Go have an 8-pack in finance. Go have an 8-pack in the CFL. Go have an 8-pack selling insurance. Go have an 8-pack doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Just not playing for the Kansas City Chiefs because you're bad at football. You weigh 200 pounds. Get out of my life.
Hey, Ski. Do you feel any sadness for King? Like, are you empathetic
towards him? Super Bowl by $1 million, and we drafted Jeffrey Bossa. Worst team in the league. Get
yeah.
Mistake.
Yeah, poor Chiefs. Just yeah, boy. Boy, those poor Chiefs. What a poverty franchise.
I'm just saying, man. It's been a bad 3 months.
Yeah. Sucks, dude.
Rashee Rice is going to be suspended to start the year. Like, the hits keep coming.
What are they going to do? What a bummer.
I mean, what are they? They got a terrible quarterback. Their tight ends aging out.
Brutal.
Washed.
Man.
He's washed. Yeah.
Are they going to win a game this year? Jesus.
I know.
Probably not.
Not going to win the
They might
division.
Face Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, and Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, Raiders.
Probably go 0-6 in the division.
Well, Raiders are going to win the AFC. What are we
That's
talking
very possible.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
some are saying he's the best coach in that division.
A lot of people are saying.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. You know who wouldn't be saying that?
By the way,
The Democrats. But it's true.
As we pivot,
But it's true.
just
Should we do my for you?
I want to get this out real quick.
Okay.
As the number one Oregon baseball Discord in the nation, that is a verifiable fact.
Yes.
The number one Oregon baseball Discord in the world.
Without question.
Just got to say, they swept the Beavers 4 games this week. They moved. They were ranked number 3, and now they're ranked number 7. The Ducks were 13th, and now they're number 6. Or they were 19th, or they were 15th, or 20th.
Yeah.
Because somehow college baseball has 19 fucking reputable polls, and it's the dumbest fucking thing. But yeah, the Ducks number 6 in the nation. Like, they can't host. They can't host in the first. Like, let's say they win. Like, I think they have like 8 regular season games, 6 regular season games left. Let's say they go 5-1 and then go 3-1 in the Big Ten tournament. I'm just making that up, right? They can't host, can they?
You said they were dead. You said they were dead like a week or 2 ago. I
think it's only baseball and softball. Someone in the chat, if anyone, do 8 teams host? Is that what it is on each side, each softball and baseball?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought they were dead after they lost to Portland from the second.
Natian says that RPI says they will not host. He also says 16 teams host, 8 super regional.
16. Okay. Okay. I was thinking super. Okay. So maybe they can host. They can't. How funny would that be? As if they, like I said, they finish the year, blah blah blah, and they go, they're 41-16 to end the year, but they go on the road, and they're ranked number like 7 in the nation. That'd be funny.
Possible.
It's definitely a ping school now. I don't think there's.
Yeah.
I don't know why we spent so much time talking like football. Frankly,
I don't know. You got women's golf winning the Big Ten. What, the acro tumbling? Weren't they in like the national championship game for acro tumbling? Yeah.
Gotta be honest, I've kind of checked out on that one.
Whoa, fake fan. Jeez.
Toxic masculinity. I know.
Yeah. All right, let's do our Twitter for yous. I'm on Twitter once a week, and it is for this podcast. So let's see what comes up first. It is at Shooter McGavin, which is a fantastic Twitter follow. And it's Belichick's girlfriend at practice when the kids don't listen to Bill, and it's a clip from Eastbound and Down, which I can't watch right now. But then my second one is only a few more sleeps until Beeve baseball fucks Oregon up, and then King retweets it and says 347 sleeps to be exact. Should I find one that's like not like actually?
Yeah, mine are very sportsy this week for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's all politics right now.
I got one from Dave Softy Mahler. It goes, "What's your first reaction when you see this billboard?" And the billboard says, "Stop hiring humans. The era of AI is here."
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Dave. That's where I want to get my social commentary from, is Dave Softy Mahler. Also, I have the next one is a picture of LeBron's hair.
Crying Jordan meme in it.
Says better luck next year, Lakers. Yeah. Crying Jordan meme in the bald spot.
Yep,
it's good stuff.
My second one down is from Stephen Miller. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but
Stephen
basically Stephen Miller. He's in the White House.
Yeah.
He looks like Bat Boy from the National Enquirer, if you aren't familiar, from like the 90s. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically his thing is saying courts are saying they need to deport people after they have a warrant and all the stuff. And he goes, warrants take too long. Don't need them.
Yeah.
Woo, let it free. On with the brand.
Yeah, due process.
Due process. No warrants, no due process. Again.
Who needs it?
USA. Who needs it?
Church and state, let's bring them together, boys. It's perfect for society. Let's do it. All right.
That's 50. I just want to put this out there that a tweet from a member of the White House saying warrants take too long to obtain, so they don't deserve a warrant or due process, has 52,000 likes.
Slow.
We are a healthy country, folks. A healthy country.
Yeah. We're a mess. Almost as big of a mess as the Lakers.
Aww. At least they can remedy that in less than 3 years.
Yeah.
Yes, they can. Yeah, one free agent signing. We can't do a free agent signing and fix what's going on now. All right, shall we do our?
I had a great joke that might have gotten us arrested.
All right.
I said, "You want to hear it? It was a good one."
I don't know. Do we?
I do.
It was pretty good.
All right, let's go for it.
I said they could have make a big move and hire a real good shooter. Oh, good joke.
I like it.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, I mean they not a great track record with those so far.
No, they not.
Bad shooters.
Are they pulling?
This guy knows
the ball. I mean, Jesus.
This guy knows ball.
Yeah,
we got shooters. We got shooters. Woo! We got shooters. That's what he's talking about. Ball.
Yeah.
FBI.
Yeah. Basketball.
Pam Bondi. We're just talking ball.
Talking about
I was talking Danny Green. Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody needs a Robert Ory in this kind of situation. You know?
Like, a little Mario Ellie to hit that.
JJ Redick. Give me JJ Redick. You know?
Snipe from deep. When you don't expect it, the sniper hits it.
A Craig Hodges, if you will. Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr known for that.
Mm-hmm. What was the name of the kid that tried to shoot Trump? Does anyone remember?
No. I don't know why you bring that up. It's not related to what we were talking about at all. So.
No, I know. I'm just saying, because we're talking about shooters and stuff.
I'm
confused.
You
think that guy is sitting in purgatory or hell or wherever he is, and it's like, how the fuck do you think people are making fun of him? Yeah. Like, dog, you had a clear shot with that fucking gun. How the fuck did you miss that? How'd you miss it? Like, even these guys are like, I voted for Trump 3 times. I died of a heart attack on Tuesday. I'm a 3-time Trump voter. How the fuck did you miss that shot? It's wide open, man.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Yeah. No defense whatsoever. Which is
like, I know somewhere out there
the point.
Like, I know somewhere out there on TikTok there is a video of like really crucially missed open shots in NBA games where they're equating it to whatever that kid's name in Pennsylvania was. I gotta find it. I think it'd be funny to watch. Somewhere out there, there's like,
that's what we can do while we're watching our next movie. Is we'll I'll pull up a screen that has where we can watch TikToks on it while we're watching the movie. That'd be great. Actually, yeah. What the fuck? It's Twitch. That's what Twitch is. And we should put it behind a paywall on Patreon. That's what we should do. That should have been my question. Would you guys pay for a Patreon?
Too complicated. That's too complicated.
It's too complicated.
That's another thing. Jesus.
Another thing.
Somebody doesn't like getting $5.
Listen to us on fucking Apple Podcast. Watching us on Discord while we're streaming on Twitch behind a paywall. It's just too much. It's just too much.
Yeah. Somebody doesn't like getting $5 from 4 people once a month. Somebody really doesn't like it. All right, shall we do our list then? Are we ready for that?
Do it for the love of the game.
We didn't talk about Jeff Elbert's son at all, the prank calls or anything like that. Like we can not. I'm totally fine not talking about that. Yeah, not
kid's
really.
a dork, kid's a loser.
Everyone came to consensus that even as bad as Shedeur and all that thing was the biggest dick move made by someone. I mean,
and recording it like.
Yeah, just don't do that. Stupid. It's dumb.
It is.
Punchline, the guy who did it wasn't even funny.
No,
You're waiting for a while. You're gonna be waiting a little longer. Click.
And I think the problem I had really was Isaiah Bond, because Isaiah Bond didn't get drafted at all. And so, like, at least everybody else on the list, they got picked at some point. And so they're on Bond probably got picked up as a free agent or something, but he didn't end up getting drafted at all. So that's a fucking asshole is what that is. Like, this kid's an asshole. And he's not a kid. He's 21. This dude is an asshole. And he should probably get his ass kicked by somebody.
I was going to say, I think we just come together and every person that he prank called on that, they get one punch. And then it's done. They get one punch wherever they want. Done.
Ooh, I like this.
Well, maybe not to the face. Like if we're giving him like 6 free punches, maybe one. You got to do it a different part because I think you would.
Someone gets one to the fucking jaw. At least
one. Okay, one punch to the face, but everything else has to be in different regions because you would kill him.
He's like Richard Lewis and Robin Hood Men in Tights. He's like, not the face. Ooh. Yeah, it's perfect. All right. Well, here's the question. Who's getting the face? Shedeur Sanders, Kyle McCord, Syracuse, Isaiah Bond, Tyler Warren, Josh Connerly, Chase Lunt of UConn, or Abdul Carter? Because those are the people.
Abdul Carter.
Gotta be Abdul Carter.
I would like to see that.
Oh, that would hurt so much.
I would like to see that.
Tyler Warren seems like he has that country farm boy strength to him, where
he's got him in the kidney.
Yeah,
that's a kidney shot. That's a kidney shot.
That's a kidney shot. Right.
Yeah, make him piss blood.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Tyler Warren. I love it. Let's just delegate parts of the body that each guy gets the part. Tyler Warren gets the left one. Love it. Carter gets the face.
Connerly gets the ribs. You know, you don't get organs. You just.
Are we counting the throat as part of the face?
No, I don't know if we want to kill the guy.
You would kill him.
You want him not being well, at least.
I think if 6 NFL guys punched him, he would be sufficiently unwell.
One of them punched him in the throat. I'm
making him piss blood. I think we're fine.
Yes.
We got Abdul Carter punching him in the jaw, and country strong Tyler Warren giving him a kidney shot to piss out blood. I think we're good.
He's fucked either way.
The rest could just give him dead legs and it'd still be brutal.
Either way, he's fucked because his dad got fined $100K for it. So he is fucked. Like, you mess with your dad's job, you're fucked. So.
I will say, a lot of people were saying that guy should be fired. The kid went and stole the numbers off his sheet.
Nah.
He had no idea.
I think a fine's good, but maybe a draft pick too. I don't know, but I think maybe a draft pick for allowing the numbers to be found by somebody. Maybe that, but I don't know.
I will say, for the first time in a decade plus, having Jeff Olbrecht or Olbrecht, whatever his name is, as my part of my Twitter profile picture finally paid off.
Yeah.
Finally paid off.
You getting a lot of tweets.
That was a long game for you.
I got 2 acknowledgments of him being in my Twitter profile picture.
Nice.
2, whopping 2.
That's great.
That payoff was sweet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was really hitting.
That's why you're the number 4 Oregon Twitter follow.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows it. I-5 corridor.
100%.
All right, let's get to our list. Our list comes from Nathan FKD in the Discord, Nutian in our chat, and it is top 3 people who should replace the Pope because the Pope died. Did you hear? The Pope died, and they got to replace the Pope. And so these are the top 3 people we think should
First
replace
I'm hearing of it.
the Pope. Oh my God. Actually, our God. The Pope died. Yeah. So who should replace the Pope is our list. That's what our list is. Who wants to start?
I'll go.
Go.
My number 3, it'll be just a seamless transition. Contavious Caldwell Pope. It's already in his name.
It's already there.
My number 3, Kentucky men basketball coach, Mark Pope.
Pope.
God damn it. I think I misunderstood the assignment.
No, I only got one of those. I only got one.
My number 3 is Trump. Cause fuck it. Like, why not?
That's my number 1, baby.
Is it? All right, yeah.
DJT. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, right? Like, I genuinely would like to see how the world reacts to him being the head of the Catholic Church. Like, I think that shit would just be so funny. A guy who's like actually like legitimately the least religious person ever. Oh God, it would make me laugh so much.
That Jesus Christ. Everyone says he's a pretty good guy. Not as good as guy as me.
Some
but he's
people
a
are
pretty
saying.
good guy.
Some people are saying I've done more for humanity.
Yeah.
Judas.
Judas.
Let me tell you about Judas.
He's a Democrat.
Played in Boston, came to the Bronx.
Judas
love
is
the
a
guy.
Democrat.
Judas Damon. I love that guy. Scrappy little head, a beard, long hair. And then he shaved his beard off. Lost his powers. Judas Damon.
You know, Judas was a Democrat. It's true. Not a lot of people
The
know
D
that.
in Judas.
Oh my God! All right, our 3s from the chat. Booble says Adam Sandler.
Just that nice conversion of Judaism with Catholicism. Nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's gonna play songs for everybody. I mean, whatever. I guess it stops him from making movies. That might, I don't know. WC.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't like it when it came out of my mouth because I like some of his movies. Yeah,
That's rude.
Yeah, pretty rude guy. I think you'll find. You'll find him a pretty rude guy. WCP says Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that'd
Too
be,
liberal.
I think that'd be a good.
Way
choice.
too liberal.
Nutian says John Harbaugh.
That tracks. Yeah, the Harbaugh family.
Yeah, I mean, actually, never would have thought of
Jim
that.
Harbaugh? Remember when Jim took the Michigan team to the Vatican, like his first year? And
Yes. Yeah.
like that's totally normal.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking like he's out there shirtless and they're scrimmaging out there in front of the fucking Vatican. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. By
What
the
a
way,
weird dude.
I was like, that's weird, yes, but fuck. That's great for the team, right? Like they get to travel to Italy together and go to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's rad. Imagine how much money that cost taking an entire football team to fucking the Vatican, dude. That's insane.
They got good boosters.
Yeah.
They got good boosters.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe the Pope is a booster. You never know.
The Pope was funneling money to Michigan football.
Michigan football. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense to me. Duck Chef says Emperor Palpatine. Yeah. I feel like that's what Vatican City has been missing all these years is laser hands, or lightning hands. Sorry, Duck Chef. My bad. Lightning hands. Yeah.
I mean, they do have the creepy old dude thing down pretty pat already, so.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
The guy who looks dead in a hood.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
They got that.
We should all hope to be that when we're in our 70s and 80s, like just like decrepit.
Be
like,
that and shit. I mean, if you listen to the beginning of this and you guys are all calling out my gray hairs, by like August I might look like that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
CTE
Yeah,
Benoit.
we're gonna need.
Yep.
I was gonna say we're gonna need that podcast money so we can get you like a walker,
Yeah, he's fucking
or something.
See?
Help you out.
bullying me in my age.
And fucking you guys act like a bunch of dickheads when I bring up Patreon. And how you trying to pay for that walker, dude? You think Medicare is going to pay for that walker? No. You think Medicare is going to exist after this presidency? No. Like,
No.
What are you doing, bro? CTE Benoit says Christopher Walken. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Be a great
The Pope. The
great
Pope.
speech on the veranda.
You got a walk-in? I was waiting for it.
On my watch.
The Pope.
The
Hey.
Catholic Church. No, I don't have one.
It's like really close to Vinnie Barbarino, my Christopher Walken. The Pope over here. The Pope. Swoosh McDuck says Pope the Rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson? I'm in. And Nuttian Erica's is Mario Cristobal.
He is a good Catholic. He is a great Catholic.
Yeah, he is loyal to the fold.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Plus, I think he'd look good with all that Pope jewelry and stuff on.
He would look so good.
So good. Oh yeah,
Kidding me?
he'd be
So good.
He's got too good a head of hair, though. You know, like you never see popes with like slick back, black, healthy hair.
Mm-mm.
You just don't see it. Yeah. Or cardinals, like anybody. Huh. Maybe that's like part of the.
Brian Card. I remember Brian Cardinal at Purdue. He had good hair.
pretty good hair.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, what's your two?
My number two, I think they need an image change and bring back like the stern but violent Pope. I'd go Danny Trejo. He's already got the big cross on his chest.
Machete?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Love each other, eh? That's a
He
horrible.
got tacos.
Yeah, his
Or
tacos.
donut. It was the donut shop.
Oh, he's got
Was
the
it
tacos.
taco or donut?
Yeah, it's tacos.
Tacos,
Yeah,
yeah.
Trejo's
Yeah.
tacos. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Mine is me. I should be the Pope. I'd be a great Pope. I already don't have hair. I look great in a hood. I'd be great.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Hey. You want to clarify that
A
one?
lot
for us,
of
buddy?
people are saying. A lot of
You
people.
want to clarify that for us, buddy?
Lot of people are
What kind of hood? What kind of hood?
A lot of people are saying I'm really good in the hood. In the hood. A lot of people are saying.
How has there not been a movie called like Pope in the Hood?
There was Leprechaun in the hood. Why can't we have Pope in the hood?
There's everything in the hood.
What are we doing? Yeah. I would be such a good Pope. I would take so well to living that life of luxury and just sort of sitting around and telling people like blessing people and shit. God, that'd be great.
You just probably want everyone kissing your like big ass Jesus ring or whatever the Pope ring he has, and
yeah, and like and nobody's having sex with me already, so it's not like I'm really giving up anything. So it's like whatever. I'll just
there's some more Christianity or Catholicism jokes of
yeah. Well, like what, Ski? What do you mean?
A lot of not very good things happened out of Catholic.
Oh,
Church.
really? Well, maybe I'd change those. Maybe I'd be a good Pope. I don't know. Hey, King, what's your two?
My number two, and he's actually in the running to be the Pope. Cardinal Pietro Pizza Parolin.
Pizza. The
Pietros.
Pizza the Pope. Hey.
It's a local reference. Those who don't get it.
Pizza the Pope at a Petro.
Pietros Pizza.
Pietros. Yeah.
If you guys want, where would you guys want your Pope from? You want an Italian Pope, right?
Maybe. Lot of fascists from Italy. Lot of fascists. So, I mean, Denmark. Give me a Denmark.
They have.
You want a Dane?
I would just say they have to come from a country of origin that speaks a romantic language.
So
I don't want a Germanic.
German,
No Germanic. I want because the romantic it just like I said the Christmas Eve when I go to midnight mass at 5 o'clock in the afternoon by myself. I want to hear the soothing silence of the Romance language.
Yeah, so
I don't want someone yelling at me.
You want like Argentina?
Yeah, I don't want someone yelling at me.
No, all right.
No. I don't need Jurgen Klopp preaching to me.
The Nordic countries are out then.
So, question, because there are black cardinals.
Yeah, Kyler Murray. Duh.
He's part Asian though, so that brings up another question. What
Patrick Peterson? Then.
We were gonna see a Pope of color ever? ever.
Isn't one of the leading contenders black?
They're on the list. They might just be the Rooney Rule.
Does the papacy have a Rooney Rule? Is that what we're saying here?
I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. I'm asking the questions.
Up in the cathedral, they're painting end racism right now as we speak. Choose love as they eventually pick another white guy. But stop hate. It takes all of us. That's how they'll end it.
Catholic Church very much known for not being associated with hate of any kind.
Nope.
No, of course not.
Nope.
All right, let's go twos from the chat. Nutian says Rudy from Notre Dame. Rudy Rudiger? No, the fraud.
We don't want frauds in the papacy.
Yeah, what are we even talking about here? Ask Joe Montana about Rudy and then get back to me, Nutian. WCP says Bernie.
Like Weekend at Bernie's? Bernie?
No, Bernie Sanders.
Or Bernie Sanders.
He'd be, shaking his fist.
I would watch a movie about Weekend at Bernie's as the Pope.
That would be great. But Francis dies and they're like carrying him around.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
Let's see. Duck Chef says Abu Bakhtar al-Baghdadi.
Is that the guy that died in Trump's first term? And he came out and was like, kill him like a dog. Is that guy?
I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember.
I remember
like a dog.
I remember him trying to say that name.
Abu
Bakhtar al-Baghdadi. I don't remember.
They got him. Killed him like a dog.
Killed him like a dog.
Died like a dog.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
Yes, it's that guy, he says.
Not to derail this, but I think the funniest Trump thing I see side by side is when they run that clip versus when Obama announced that we killed bin Laden. It just kills me every time. It's just a presidential person versus something else. Yeah. Something else. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Gabe Malpo, he's a dog.
Yeah, again, we've talked about this before, just you cannot let that guy ad-lib. Read it, Trump. You cannot let that guy just talk off the top of his head, man. It's a mess. Let's see. Nutian says Erica's number 2 is Tim Tebow. Not bad.
Well, I feel like the Christians and the Catholics might have a little conflict there,
That'd be something they'd have to work out. But who
just
would
saying the Catholics get on their high horse about Christianity a little bit. So just
big if true. That's all I'm saying. Swoosh McDuck says Pope yay.
Oh God. Well, if you saw his tweet last week,
he's not in. Yeah, he's out.
Well, he might partake in some of the actions that the church has gotten in trouble for, but
he is spiraling very he's been spiraling, but he is currently in the last few months spiraling. It's some I don't know if he has any friends anymore, but man,
was it what platform? Last week, was it Twitch that he did a 5-minute or a 7-minute live stream on? And not only did Twitch just cut it off, they just whatever. I think it was Twitch. They just cut it and they banned him. They're like, no, you can't.
You were done.
You can't say this stuff, dude. Yeah. This is too much. Yeah.
Let's see. Boobles number 2 is Dr. Evil. That's good. Already bald too.
Kind of goes hand in hand with him and the Palpatine. That's
that's good. I like it. CTE Benoit's number 2 is Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. How about no?
I mean, another great, from the veranda. I mean, he's going to bring it.
Yeah.
Going to bring that heat.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather have Macho Man as a Pope than Hulkster.
Here to spread love, brother, throughout the entire universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're picking wrestlers, I'm going Scott Steiner. Try to have him explain anything. It could be fucking fantastic.
No, math is long enough already. No, I don't need him explaining math equations to me. And if you divide I'm 6 times a wrestler. Like, no. It was burnt out. I got no more grape juice. Let me leave.
I by the way, like, we keep like putting voices to these people who would be the Pope. Like, I don't think I ever heard the Pope talk once. Did you? Do you know what he sounded like?
Meek old man.
Like, where? Like, did he have an accent? Like, I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, an accent.
I always go Italian with my popes.
Yes, correct.
I hear that little.
But I think he was German. Wasn't he German?
God bless you. Yeah, I can't remember what this last one was.
No, you go New York Italian with the Pope. Pizza pie. God bless you.
I'll be with you. Hey.
Now let's get
Go
some
Yankees.
Let's get some focaccia. Let's see. Are we to ones? I think we're to ones. Yes. All right, go.
I already gave mine, and that's
Trump. Yep. Okay.
That's DJT.
My number one is Marshawn Lynch. Ghost riding through the Vatican City. Like, his ideals, frankly, are sort of perfect. He would have to like curb some of the words he uses.
Run through a motherfucker's face? Like, I don't
he'd have to curb some of the words he uses, maybe some of the activities he does, but I think he'd run the Catholic Church pretty well. I think honestly, I think Marshawn would be good.
I personally think the Bible and sermons and stuff would be better that way if people just spoke as today's humans speak.
Relatable, right?
Yeah, yes. We don't need dyes and arts and stuff like that. Just say, yeah, motherfucker, he brought some swarms of locusts and shit because motherfuckers were being assholes.
Take care of the youths, Yeah. Yeah. All right. What you got?
My number one choice to be Pope invented sports talk radio in the 80s in New York City. Mike Francesa, the Pope. Mike and the Mad Dog.
Yep.
Now, would the Mad Dog
They're talking
be
sports,
like,
going at it as hard as they can?
Would Mad Dog be in his cabinet or whatever?
Oh, my God, yes.
Okay.
God, yes.
Yeah, what's the guy, like, there's number 2 that, like, kind of takes over running things when the Pope dies? And
we should know
and
this because we saw the Russell Crowe movie, The Pope's Exorcist. We should know the answer to this, but I can't remember for the life of me.
I would just love to hear Francesa doing, like, a big speech and having to calm down. Doggy, hey, doggy, enough. Enough about Brocious, doggy, enough.
Is that it?
Yes.
Swoosh McDuck says Carmerlengo?
Carmelenga.
Carmelengo. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. He said Francis was Argentinian. Huh.
Okay.
I'll be damned.
Romance language.
There you go. That's why he was so good or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is the current Carmelengo? Do you guys know his name?
J.D. Vance.
Close. His name's just Kevin Farrell.
Kevin Farrell?
Yeah.
Huh. Kevin?
Kevin
Farrell sounds like someone who would just be a bit role in every Sandler movie.
Yeah.
There's Kevin Farrell. Kevin Farrell.
Wasn't that guy like a pitching coach in the Orioles in the 90s?
Kevin.
I mean,
John. Are you thinking of John Farrell?
Yeah, I was going with the John Farrell reference. Yeah, but
okay.
There's a reason he's not in the running to be the Pope, by the way. It's because you can't be the Pope and be named fucking Kevin. Like, no. No. Sorry.
Well, you pick your Pope name, so.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You pick a different name. That's right. All right. Mine would be Marshawn. All right. One's from the chat. Nuttian says JFK. Ask not what Jesus can do for you, but what you can do for our Lord and Savior. Swoosh McDuck says Pope Program. Daniel Arthur Lanning. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to start by talking about ecosystems.
He'd whip the Vatican in the fucking shape. I'll say that much.
He sure would. And he'd find really good sources for funneling money to get like really good Vatican recruits too. You know, he would have only the best cardinals on his roster.
And plus, I think they could have that one vice. I think they could all smoke and tobacco.
Zins?
So I mean, it's still rock his Zins, man.
Yo, Zin sponsorship in the Vatican? Woo! Game changer. WCP says Pat McAfee. Are we over him? Like, are we over Pat McAfee? No? Okay. All right.
I mean, I think he's a little much. He lays it on thick, but
he's been that since
he's consistent.
I will say I don't watch his radio show on ESPN. I've never minded him on wrestling. I know wrestling purists hate him, but he is peak wrestling.
It's his whole steez, man.
The one thing I don't like is I don't like him on game day. I will say that. I do not like him on game day. That's just me.
Yep.
I'm old, as you guys critiqued earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Cut this off.
I was going to wait for you to do it.
Thought about it.
Erica's number one from Nuttian is Rafe Fiennes. He killed it in Conclave. Yeah, he was in that Conclave movie.
Mm.
Yeah. I haven't seen that yet. I'm probably not going to
watch
watch
it.
It.
Look at like that stern Pope look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Duck Chef says Anthony Fauci. Booble says Buddy.
Bring science back to the church.
There you go. Yeah, separate that church and state.
Yeah.
Booble is Buddy Christ from Dogma. Just like a statue. I like that. CTE Benoit is Jerry Sandusky.
Oh.
Wah, 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 wah. Why did that have to be the last one? Why did that have to be the last one?
We had such a good day with him and Creed and all this stuff on the Discord. And
you just had to do it. You had to do it.
And the fucker went Icarus and just flew too close to the sun.
I think the Pope would be more Joe Pa. You turn a blind eye to everything that's happening in the church. So,
yes, you don't commit the crimes.
Yes,
you just don't see the crimes.
That's the correct. That's the correct joke. By the way, CTE Benoit, that's the correct joke that you should have made.
That sick fuck. That sick fuck. Jesus.
By the way, Eric
eats ass. He's going to see Creed. This sick fuck.
By the way,
you are a sick motherfucker, CTE Benoit. You disgust me.
Erica dropping a.
But please keep commenting.
Erica dropping a POC Pope of Color. That's great.
Oh.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
You said dropping a POC, and I was like, product of conception. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Sir. Sir.
What's doing that?
Sir.
Oh, that's a mess.
Let's see. Honorable mention from Duck Chef Alexis McGill Johnson, the president of Planned Parenthood.
That sounds like a woman to me there.
Alexis.
That's not how the Catholic Church rolls.
Hey, there's like a soccer player named Alexis McAllister. Like, that's a dude. So it happens.
Possible, yes.
You know where he's from? I think he's from Argentina as well. So there you go. There you go.
He's a wacky Argentine.
Honorable mentions. I'm just going to read honorable mentions. I'm not going to attribute them. Lou Holtz, Joe Biden, Bill Murray, and Mel Gibson. Brock Lesnar, AOC, and Alex Jones. Like,
we're just saying names now.
we're just saying names. I love, by the way, Nuttian with the real one here. Honorable mention, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
He's
too liberal. He's too liberal.
Hasn't he done enough? Hasn't he done enough?
He's too liberal. He can't be the Pope. I'm sorry. It just wouldn't work.
I was gonna say, what did he actually do whilst he was walking among us?
Well,
he built he did some fine carpentry.
Yeah.
Do we know what he built?
He taught Amanda Fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Do we know what he built? Like, as a carpenter, was he like building houses, or like did he build
the Sears Tower
benches?
No, Sears Tower.
I picture Jesus as like a really good bench guy. Like, anytime you need a bench, like, you get Jesus.
Bench or chair or something. Yeah. Something to rest your weary bones on.
Just rest your weary bones on while smelling some Frank and Merkinsense or whatever, Yeah, weary bones. Yeah, you just came all the way from Jerusalem, man. Just sit on this seat. I got you.
Yeah, give me 10. Give me 10 minutes. Yep. I got you. It's
just right around the veranda. You're right there. We're fine. Just take a seat.
You killed me, man. Wearing his rusty bones. All right, let's go.
Do you think Jesus? Before we leave, last question: if Jesus came back right now, would he trade in his sandals for Crocs?
Easily. And no. What kind of gibbets would he have? That's the question.
The best.
The best gibbets.
The best.
A Trump has. I have the best gibbets. A lot of people.
His gibbet game would be fire.
He's not wearing Crocs. He's wearing those individual toed shoes.
I don't think so, man. The guy's a baller. Yeah. He's got to flick that back part up, put it in sports mode, and just start crossing people over. Pop, pop, pop.
What was JC? Athletic guy, right? I mean, look at that build. You don't have abs like that and not be athletic.
Dude was the original stretch four. Like he revolutionized the game.
Yep.
Yeah. Back in Nazareth, man, he was just. People were like, "What? I can't guard him. He's out there by the 3-point line. That's not even invented yet. But he's way too far out there. I can't go out there." And he just catch and shoot, bang, bang. Bah.
Yep. Jesus has Crocs. He's got the socks, like the mid calf socks, but like they're the blood circulation ones. And you know what? He doesn't feel shame in that. As a matter of fact, it starts a trend. Because everybody sees Jesus like owning up to the fact that he has circulation issues, and wears those socks, and starts a trend: Crocs and socks.
Why is a snowbird? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
if Jesus played basketball now, I think he would be He would look like Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Little mid-range game.
I am glad we like avoided the circulation blood issues thing with Jesus when I brought that up. I'm glad. I'm happy with us. Yeah.
You know what? I disagree. I think Jesus Christ would be a fucking compiler.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How so?
Look, the motherfucker could get murdered and come back to life. You know he's going to want to run a couple games back after that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we celebrate guys coming back from Achilles. We can't celebrate them coming back from being murdered, hung on the cross, comes back. I mean, he comes back every year.
What are we doing?
He's like fucking, who's that Nick? Earl Reed or Julius Reed, whoever that fucking Nick guy is.
Willis Reed.
Willis Reed, other than Knicks. I mean, get out of here with the Knicks. Again.
He comes back and he's the harbinger of jelly beans and shit. Like, what's bad about Jesus, you know?
I thought you were about to say he was like the harbinger of jelly roll, and I was like, jelly roll?
That's weird. That's a weird combination.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I thought that's where you were going with that.
I wouldn't think, but yeah. Are we done?
All right, we gotta go. Yeah, we're done.
This has been a very long podcast, and I apologize, and you're welcome.
You just talk. You get us talking about Jesus, we can go on forever.
Yeah, I could talk about Jesus all night long, but I won't. Movie on Sunday is Police Story. It is on Max. Watch it, listen to us talk about it. And hey, PSA, check on your friends. I don't know what prompted me to say this. Check on your friends. You know, like the weather's real nice. You assume everybody's happy and everything's good. Check on your friends. Give them a what's up, just in case. You never know.
That's what Jesus Christ would want.
Exactly. There you go. What would Jesus do? He'd fucking text his friends. Hey buddy, how you doing? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the sins he died for. All the ankles he broke.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Crossing over foos. Yep.
Lucifer takes your soul. Jesus takes your ankles. It's a tough proposition.
I think I just solved what happened. Jesus Christ crossed over Judas so bad. You know, you see those guys go for the gun and stuff in the gym on pickup games.
It's like that white man can't jump, right? Where he went to get his backpack and get the gun out of it, right? Like it's the same thing.
No, it was. I ain't Raymond. I ain't Judas. I ain't Judas. Nah. All
right, we're going now. Okay, we're actually going. Oh, Crossover
Crossover.
swoosh. Oh
Yep.
no.
Mhm.
All right, bye.